So it looks like all of that code we just wrote is working fairly well. Let's continue here. I guess we can go ahead and set up the attacking now. So let's just get to that. Should be fairly simple. So let's see, after the path to target, we'll do function shoot target, and we'll do if gun cool is true, then continue. And now the gun is not cool, so we need to do that cooldown, and we'll go ahead and spawn the cooldown. So do spawn function wait, and I believe 0.5. Yeah, put a half-second wait in there. Spawn 0.5, and then gun cool is equal to true. End. Okay, so as you guys probably know, spawn puts this on a different script, so this doesn't hold up our whole function in here. The whole script will continue to run, and this will run in a separate thread essentially, so it won't pause anything while we're waiting on that cooldown. So we will set the gun. The gun is not cool now, and then we will subtract a charge. So charge is -1, so that will be counting down to 0 until we need to recharge the weapon. And then we will play the shoot sound. And then we're going to enable the flash. So flash.enabled equals to true. Okay, and then we're going to create the laser. So we'll just signify that with L part, and then we'll just set the parent to be script.parent, and then L.anchored is true. L.canCollide is false. L.brickColor equals brickColor new, really red. L.material equals nm.material.neon. Then L.size equals vector3.new. 0.2, 0.2. So that's going to make it a fairly thin laser. And then for the length of it, we're going to do my head dot position minus target dot position dot magnitude. So the further the target the further the target is away from us, the longer the laser has to be. So that will just base it off of the distance that we pull from that. So then we do L.cframe equals my head dot cframe times cframe.new. 0 to the x and y, and then on the z we need to move it forward. So my head dot position minus target dot position dot magnitude divided by 2. Okay, so when we resize this thing, it's going to be inside of our head. We want to move it forward, like at the halfway point in between us and the target, so that way the laser is hitting the tip of our laser gun and hitting the target as well. So this essentially positions it perfectly, so it's right in the middle if we divide the distance that we pulled by 2, and then minus just puts it in front of us. Okay, and then we're going to do target.parent take damage. We will do 25 damage for the shot. Actually, we do mat.random 20 to 30 damage per shot. That should be good. Okay, and then we will check if we actually kill whatever we're shooting. So we'll do if target.parent.humanoid. Actually, we forgot the humanoid in here. So target.parent.humanoid. And then in here, humanoid dot health is less than or equal to 0. Then it is dead, and then we will get all the parts. So target.parent get children do, and we'll do if v is a base part or v is a mesh part, then continue. So if it's a normal brick or a cylinder or wedge or something, that will cover it. If it's an R15 model character that we're shooting at, then it'll be mesh parts. So that'll cover older models and newer models at the same time. And then we are going to create some fire. So local f equals instance.new fire. Parent will be v. And then f.size equals v get mass. Get mass, and that's going to be the total size of whatever the part is. So the bigger the part, the bigger the fire is going to be, essentially. So then we are going to have the fire slowly shrink over time as a fire would. It doesn't burn forever, it shrinks. So now we will do repeat wait 0.1, and then if f.heat is greater than 0, then f.heat equals f.heat minus 1. Okay, so that's good. Then we'll do the same thing for the size. If f.size is greater than 0, then f.size equals f.size equals f.size minus 1. Okay, and then we will repeat until f.heat is less than or equal to 0, and f.size is less than or equal to 0. Okay, so that should be good. And then down here, we will just add it to the debris service. Get service debris, add item, F, and we'll give it a 5-second delay there. Just delete it out of the world after 5 seconds. So that should be good. Okay, and then after that, we're going to add the actual laser to the debris as well. So add item, laser, and then give it a 1-second delay. And then we are going to have the flash effect play. So, well, actually, we got to get rid of the flash effect. So do function wait 0.1 flash enabled equals false. Okay, we don't want to hold up the script with even 0.1 seconds, so we'll just spawn it in a separate thread. And then we are going to have that laser shrink over time after it is shot. So we'll do spawn function for I equals 1, 10 do wait L.transparency equals L.transparency plus 0.1, and then L.size equals L.size minus vector3.new 0.1, 0.1, 0. So we want to shrink the X and the Y. We don't want to shrink the length of it. So this will give it a effect like the laser is actually like fading away, as it would like an actual beam of light, I suppose. Okay, and then after that, we will edit this a little bit. So do wait, true, end, put the end over there. Okay, so that looks good. So we need to do if charges is greater than 0, then wait 0.5, else if charges is 0, then we will charge the gun. So we will need to set up the charge function. And then either way, after these delays happen, then we will set the gun to cool. So that is the shoot function complete there. Now we will create the charge function. So function charge. I'll go ahead and play the charge sound. Okay, so that's good. And then we'll do for I equals 1, 20 do. And then wait 0.1. And this is going to have like little particles flying towards the tip of the laser, like it's like pulling energy from the air before it shoots. So we'll do local C equals instance.new part, and then the parent will be script.parent. C dot can collide is false. C dot cframe equals tip.cframe times cframe.new math.random -10 10 divided by 10. So we want to move it like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 small increments. Math.random can't do small increments. It can't do float numbers. It only does full integers, so we have to divide it by 10 after the fact. So that's the best way I found of doing that. Then we will just do this 2 more times so x, y, and z are all random, divisible by 10. So it's all going to be 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, etc. Then we will set the brick color equals tip.brick color. Okay, so that's good there. Then we'll set the shape, c.shape equals nm.partType.ball. And then c.size equals vector3.new math.random 5 dividable by 10, and then 0, 0. So when you're dealing with circles, you only have to change one of the sizes and the rest of them will just copy. So we're only editing the x value, and then y and z will just copy off of the x value. So it'll shorten the code a little bit there. And then so after c.size, we'll do c.anchored is true. And then c.material is nm.material.neon. And then we are going to have these parts lerp their way over towards the tip. So it's going to be like floating into the tip of the laser gun. So we'll do spawn function, and then repeat wait. We'll do c.cframe equals c.cframe lerp tip.cframe. So just lerping towards the tip of the gun, and then the increment will be 0.1. So it'll go 1/10 of a way every single time this lerps. So then we'll do c.transparency equals c.transparency plus 0.1. So it's going to be slowly fading away, and we'll shrink it as well. So c.size equals c.size minus vector3.new 0.0500. Okay. So again, with circles, you can just change the first value, and then it'll be good. And then we'll repeat this until c.transparency is greater than 1. So it's completely invisible. Then we can break out of that. And then we'll do game, get service, debris, add item, C, 1 second. It's going to be fairly fast, so we will only keep it in the world for 1 second before deleting. And then after we are done charging, then we will do charges equals max charges. So the gun just recharges, and this is set to 10, so we will have 10 shots again after this is done charging. The next function we will set up is the back away. So do function back away target, and then we'll just do my human move negative target dot position minus my head dot position dot unit. So this is going to find a straight line from the target to us, and then we're going to move the opposite way of that. So we're going to move the exact opposite way of the target, because if the target is too close to us, then we're going to want to back away, because this is a ranged turret, so we don't want to be on top of whatever we are attacking. Okay. So that looks good there. Let's go ahead and uncomment out this charge. Have that charge, and then we will have it aim in here and shoot. Oh, we forgot to create the aim function. Great, of course we did. Okay, so after charge, after back away, after back away, go ahead and set up the aim function. Okay, so for the aim function, so do aim function aim at target, and then we will set the head weld part 0 to nil, so we can move our head without moving the entire model. Then we'll do my head .cframe equals cframe.new my head .position, and then whatever we want to look at, so it'll be target .position. So that'll rotate our head to look at the target, and then we will set the weld dot part 0 back to my head. So reattach it to the body. And there, boom. Now we'll be aiming properly at the target. So anyways, let's go ahead and clear out all these comments. So aim target and shoot target we can do. And then we have the back away function as well. Back away from the target. And then that should be good. Let's just scroll through here and make sure we don't have any more comments. Let's get rid of that. Aim, target. Okay, should be good. Yeah. Okay, so this turret should be able to attack these guys now. So let's go ahead and jump into the workspace and see. Made a typo with enable, I guess. Flash dot enable is not valid. Is it not? Oh man, let's see. Ah, it's enabled. And don't forget the D at the end there. Enabled. Let's see if I did the same thing down here. No, I typed it right the second time. So that's good. Alright, clear that error out. Let's do it again. Okay, and now you can see the turret is following these guys and shooting lasers. And then lights them on fire. Fire fades away. And you can hear he was charging. Alright, and he backs away when he got too close to the figure there. Okay, he's trying to back away, but he's getting stuck on these body parts there, so we're gonna have to set up some jumping. But let's keep going here. Reset this. I want to show you guys the charging animation that we did end up creating, because it does look pretty good. Yeah, as you can see, creates a bunch of little particles, and actually does look like the turret is charging. So that's pretty good. Let's jump back into our AI script here. And now we need to set up some other stuff. Okay, so now we're going to set up the functions for when the turret doesn't have anything to attack. So we will set up the idle function first. So function idle. And this is when the turret is at its home. We'll set the tip brick color equals brick color.new really blue. And we'll do for I equals 0. 1, 0.1 do. So this is going to be a lerping for loop there. We'll do wait head weld dot part 0 equals nil, and then we're going to do my head dot cframe equals my head dot cframe lerp, and then we will do my head dot cframe times cframe dot angles 0 math.rad 10 0, and then I for the percentage of the lerp. So we are just going to turn 10 degrees every so often, just to look like we're kind of like scanning the area. And then we will fix our weld it back to the body. So part 0 equals my head. Okay, and that should be good there. So that's all we need for the idle function. Next, we're going to set up the go home function. So function go home, and we are going to go ahead and pull most of this code from the pathfinding we already have set up. So let's do this: copy path to target. We're gonna go here and just paste all this in. All right, that pasted nicer than I thought it was going to. So we do not need to aim at the target. Let's just get this cleaned up here. There's going to be no target. I mean, none of that. We'll just do if it finds a target, then break out of it, check site. There isn't really any check sighting to do, so we will delete that as well. Okay. So we wanted to we want to change this target position to be our home position. So that'll just generate the path straight to our home using the same parameters as we do to get to a target pretty much. With the exception of this being after the jump, we want to do head weld dot part 0 equals nil, and then my head dot cframe equals cframe dot new. My head dot position, and then looking at the waypoint position plus vector3 dot new 0 3 0. Okay, so that's going to update our turret to rotate to point at each of the waypoints that we're walking towards. And then we're going to do head weld dot part 0 is my head again, so fix the weld there. Alright, and then we will walk to the point, and then we'll double check our walking, move to finished, and that is all pretty much the same. Okay, and that's all we really need for go home and idle. So let's go ahead and bring these back. I guess I did something wrong with go home. Oh, go home. Let's get rid of that. Go home. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and load this up. Let's put the turret into the corner. All right, as you can see, he has no targets right now. Turns to blue. And he just is standing here scanning for targets, essentially. If we move him a little ways away from his home, turns to cyan. He gets home, and then he starts scanning for potential targets once again. If we put him down here, you see he's going to pathfind his way home. You can see he gets stuck on a lot of things. We're going to be fixing that in a minute here. He ran the unstuck function to jump. And now he's working his way back over. And he got distracted, found a target while he was walking, so he's going to take care of those targets before he returns home. And as you can see, zombie gets too close to him, he backs away and continually shoots at the zombies. Alright, and it charges, and it updates the charge particles with the current color of the turret tip, so that's good. And then pathfinding is trash. So he's trying his best to get up there, but, you know, Roblox's pathfinding is not the best. But anyways. So he'll keep trying to get up there, but everything is working the way it's supposed to. This guy is pretty much done. We just need to set up some more jump checks because he will still hit parts and get stuck, unfortunately. So right above main, we'll start our touched events. So actually, let's do the respawn thing first. So do my humanoid, died, connect, function, and then we will do for IV and I pairs, script.parent, get children, do. If V is a base part, then v.canCollide is true. So we don't want our legs and stuff falling through the earth when we die. We will just set it to true. And then we will do else if V is a weld constraint or V is a motor, not motor, no, just a normal weld. Then we will do game get service, debris, add item, V with a 0-second delay. So we want to make sure the turret actually does break apart when it dies. And that will, removing the welds will ensure that our turret does fall apart. And then after that, we will wait, I don't know, 10 seconds, I guess, in between respawns. And then we'll do clone.parent equals workspace. Well, actually, no, not workspace. We'll do script.parent.parent. So if this guy, if you guys want to put him in a model or something, then he will respond back to wherever you guys put him. So script.parent.parent, which is going to be workspace because I just have the model in the workspace right now. Then we would need to remove the original body. So do game get service debris, add item, script.parent, and then 0-second delay. Okay, so that should be good there. He will die, respawn, and clone, do all that good stuff, and we'll test that in a minute. Now we'll do tip.touched, connect, function, object. So object is going to be whatever we touch. So we'll do local human equals object.parent, find first child, humanoid. And then we'll do if human, then if human.health is less than or equal to 0, then myhuman.jump equals true. So if we run into a dead body or something with the tip of a gun, we will jump. If we run into something that doesn't contain a human, it's probably a wall. So again, we will just have this guy jump equals to true. Okay, should be good there. And then we're going to do the same thing with the base of the turret. So do base dot touched. Did I not declare that variable? I thought I did. Okay, whatever. Let's go back to the top here. We'll do local base equals script.parent, wait for child, base. And base is just the bottom part of the turret that all the legs connect to. So if that touches something, it shouldn't. We'll just have our guy jump. So there we go, base.touched. Then we will jump. If it's a wall or something, if it's a dead person, we'll jump over it. If it's alive, then we don't want to jump. Okay, so that should be pretty much good. This guy should be 100% now working. So let's go ahead and throw this guy into the workspace here. He looks like he's good. Let's throw him down here. And you see, as soon as the base, that bottom part of the turret, hit this brick here, he didn't get stuck anymore. He immediately jumps. But yeah, he's going to have a hard time getting up there. Let's just put him over here. Alright, you can see he's attacking figures. And then we will go ahead and kill him. Let's see, health. Health is 0. What? I thought I killed him. Oh. What? What was that? Hold on. Okay, guys, we got a rogue turret here that is not dying. That's super weird. Oh, wanna what? Because we need to do get descendants, not get children, because the welds are inside of parts. So we get descendants. We'll receive all of the parts under mobile turret and all of the parts, all of the objects inside of the parts as well. So that'll fix that. Let's go ahead and run this again. This is why we test things, because half the time they don't work. Okay, so let's go ahead and set his health to 0. Okay, there. Now he falls apart. Okay, and then after 10 seconds, should respawn. And there you see, he respawned, and he's guarding his little area. So that's all good. Let's make another one of these guys. And you can see they are friends, and they will kill things because they are on the same team. If we make another one of these guys, and we change the team to like red, and we can change this guy's color as well to be red or something. So let's highlight these parts real quick. Some guy in my comments section told me how to do this. It's pretty fast, pretty slick. Okay, so now we got a red turret, and these guys are going to hate him. Okay, now as you can see, immediately destroyed. It's got the fire coming out of him. Looks pretty good. You see the red turret is just guarding the area because he has no targets within, I think, 100 we have him set to right now. But as you can see, the team system works pretty good. So you can put team in anything essentially. So if we wanna, let's see, let's delete these figures. I'll just go off of one. So if we take this turret and then put this team into this figure. So now this guy's on the green team, essentially. If we have these guys running around, then these turrets will not attack him anymore. So now they're perfectly fine. These will essentially guard our civilians, or we can have a murder of civilians. It doesn't matter. We can just set the team. So that pretty much concludes everything, I believe. Let's just double check the script. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything here. Get unstuck, find target, path to target, shoot, charge, aim, back away, idle, go home, died, touched, okay, main, and then main looks pretty good to me, and then, let's see, and then if the health is good, yeah, everything looks good to me. Okay, so that pretty much concludes the advanced turret material. As usual, the link for the model will be in the description. I would like to thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you guys next time.
Oh fuck, I can't believe you've done this. Oh fuck, I can't believe you've done this. Oh fuck, I can't